So I guess I got better since I stopped working, which is really sad because it's as if they were taking more and I was working harder, losing more at work, but I enjoy that. And then it didn't work out anyway. So I'm actually doing better now, and you can tell everywhere I actually look like I have a reasonable body weight. I was like Starvin Marvin. I have pictures of it. It's really sad, but that's what they do to people in Canada. I'm in Calgary. They threw the job, so once again, police were not involved to prevent that from happening during a repeat. 3 times. It is 3 times. Last time was twice, now it's 3 times. And they're repeating it. I'm still getting memory theft. I put it in my other video. And now I'm about to be losing the apartment as well. And I've paid 2 months rent now, unless I get the money back from the bank that stole it because they charged me twice for December. I paid, and then they did an auto withdraw later in the day. I waited till almost noon to pay, and then they did an auto withdrawal later, so the bank was stupid, or the Avenue Living is stupid. And those people are garbage if they did that on purpose. And they just charged me $100 overdraft or whatever, and now I gotta get the banks to sort it out. So I'm gonna put them through that. And then next month is gonna be a shit show because someone's not gonna admit the money that was taken. I left a very clear message when I sent my money in, and it was probably just before noon, 10, 11 o'clock, and there was no response. As usual, 2 months here, no response, no communication. And then it said it was a pre-authorized debit, which sounds like they did it to me. It wasn't just something automatic like a direct withdrawal. It was a debit. So they actually took the money and the bank let them. Or the bank let them do an automatic withdrawal that they never mentioned to me. And I asked last month because I wasn't sure, is this going to be the month that you charge me again? Or am I getting it free because October was supposed to be free in the lease, but it wasn't. I paid. So November was free. And then I didn't get charged, and then this month they were supposed to auto withdraw and they didn't. And there was no message, there was no news, there was nothing about an auto withdrawal has already happened. So they just took the money after I already paid them. So they've gotten 2 months rent, which is covering January as well. And I don't have a job, so that's going to go bad as well. This was all reported last time. Supposedly this happened. I got evicted before the end of this month or something stupid. It was that fucking retarded, and I've paid this month. Could come up with a job. It's probably not going to happen. And then I'm homeless again after working night shift for a month as a janitor. I was working hard and I was keeping awake, but it was difficult. I had no place to stay. There was a day's sleep, but that was only 3 days a week at first. And a couple times I got a hotel because I couldn't do anything any better. Or I was sleeping on the rocks outside in 0 degrees, 6-degree weather. So it wasn't or impossible, but that's what I went through just to get the job. And then they threw the job because there was people at work fucking with me, promoting stupid shit, and they weren't letting me work the way that I was. They weren't letting me work harder, but they told me I had to. And then they didn't let me slow down because I was already working hard just to do what I could barely do by the end of the day. And I wasn't even worried about that. But then they're still fucking with me. And the supervisor took a day off or something, some paid day off, and then told me I had to tell someone else what to do. And I started talking with them, and then they just acted like they didn't speak English. And then I talked with some other people, and I phoned the supervisor, and I said, you gotta explain it to them, because they aren't even talking with me. Got to the point where I was swearing at the supervisor, and at the other people, and it wasn't that I was swearing like, F you, I was saying, you're fucking with me. You're fucking with me. You are fucking with me, or the supervisor is, because this is stupid. I already know what I'm doing, and now I'm trying to teach you what you don't know, and other people aren't being any more help. And then all that whole shift, they were fucking with me. In a repeat, 3 times where they sabotaged the job and the apartment. No one's going through that because they don't have to. I could be an engineer, and you worthless losers in Canada can't. Because I've seen it. You stupid people are building apartments. Apartments are already terrorism, you fucking lowlifes. Apartments are terrorism. You shouldn't have an apartment building with gang people in it. there's people that don't know each other, and then there's people that do, and they're all in the apartment, and they have to keep it, and they can't leave. There's nothing they can do. They got a lease, 12 months, they're stuck there, and they have to suffer and prove their income just to get in. That's the only housing in Canada, and that's what these stupid low-life engineers have been promoting. That's what the police and the government have been promoting. That's terrorism. And you stupid people shouldn't have allowed it, because if gang housing is allowed, then you can just get a little house, 375 square feet, and just build it up and fill it with people. And that's safer if you know them, because you start a mafia in high school. Mafia isn't okay, you fucking stupid police. And Canada's promoting that shit, because apartments are fucking gang housing. So Canadian police are fucking terrorists, you fucking lowlifes. And all these videos are going up online because you made me. But I'm gonna make you make me make it, like I said, you fucking worthless losers. And Calgary is a terrorist city, just like Oshawa, Toronto, Scarborough, Guelph, Kitchener, Windsor, Edmonton, you fucking mind-fuck retards taking my memory and my thoughts. Fuck you, police. And the US knows, because Coots knows what I was going through here. Coots at the border at Sweetgrass, you fucking retards. The customs knows from that. And they know at the Toronto airport. Those US customs know, you fucking pigs. And the ones in the Calgary airport know too, you fucking pigs. Because they didn't let me take a vacation in Calgary after the first two. But if the first two told them something, then they knew what I mentioned to them before. And those fucking retards weren't even going to let me leave the country just to request asylum in the US so that I could see if I could stay there as an immigrant. And the US doesn't look good on the news. So that country might be just as fucking stupid as Canada. But if you're sticking up for Canada anywhere in the world, you're a terrorist country, you fucking lowlifes. All this shit is illegal. And a house, 20 by 30 land, a 375 square foot house, could have been 360. I heard John Deere might have come up with that. And that's a $30,000 house on a piece of land that at the current value in Calgary, it might be $50,000 to $100,000 for the land. Those houses aren't available. You have a gang apartment and a fucking condo that charges you maintenance fees, even when the apartment is filled with rape and you have to leave and you can't sell it and you have to pay your maintenance fees or give up the money you paid for that condo. That's terrorism. Condos are worse than apartments. That's all you have to offer. Fuck you, police. Police are fucking garbage, and they said you couldn't accuse them, so they're fucking terrorists. Now try to kill me, because you didn't kill Paul Bernardo. Give me 25 years in prison for telling people the truth, you fucking lowlifes. Fuck you, Canadian police, you rapists. The US Customs is next.